everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so happy you dropped by. My name is Gigi, and today we're going to be having a mini lesson of basic violin technique and setup for the beginner violinist. Violin can be quite challenging to learn at first, but it's very rewarding at the same time the more you get into learning the instrument and the better musician you become. So that was my intro. Now let's get right into the how-to tutorial and how to play the violin. Step 1, grab your violin case, set it down on a flat surface like so. Undo those latches there to open up your case. In this clip I was having a bit of trouble opening my case for some reason. Oh, I almost got it. There we go. Your violin should look like that. So first thing is the violin strings. The violin is tuned in perfect fifths, so we have our G, D, A, and E strings right here. This black part is called the fingerboard. That's where we put our fingers to produce all the pitches and sounds that a violin makes. Up here we have the tuning pegs, the scroll, and the peg box. These tuning pegs are for tuning a string if it's very out of tune. You can also use the fine tuners, which are down here, if a string is only a little bit out of tune. Some instruments have all 4 fine tuners on each string. I just have the A string and the E string right here. Right here we have the bridge. It helps hold up all 4 of the violin strings here, and it also helps produce the sound. Below the bridge is the tailpiece, the chin rest. So that covers a lot of the basic terminology for the violin. Next up we have the other part of the instrument, the bow. When taking your bow out of the case, hold it by the frog. Once you've gotten your bow, first thing you want to do is tighten it using the screw down here. So you're going to turn it to the right so your bow hair tightens. Once you tighten your bow, it should look like this. And just a little quick bow terminology. This is the frog, this is the screw, this black thing right here is the pad, this stick is called the bow stick, and this is the bow hair. Now that we've learned how to set up our instrument, let's learn some basic violin technique. So first thing, many people use something called a shoulder rest when they play violin. This basically lifts up your violin like this to make it more comfortable to play. And you just want to pop up these little legs at the side here, get your violin, and then just put it on the back here. It should kind of look like this. I also included a link at the bottom of this video. You guys can go check it out, as a lot of violin accessories such as shoulder rest, a violin cloth, rosin, and so on. So your violin is going to rest on your left shoulder. So what you're going to want to do is bring your violin up to your chin. Make sure you're holding your violin like this, just in case it doesn't fall or anything. And be sure to put your chin right under the chin rest right here. It should kind of look like this. Your violin should kind of be on an angle pointing to the left. The scroll should be on a left angle, not directly in front of you. The last step is to put your violin back on your chin and take your left hand and just drop it down so you can be in playing position like this. Now that we have some basic violin technique down, you're going to want to grab your bow and we're going to work on some bow grip. So just a quick overview on bow grip. This is what your bow grip should look like. And basically what I'm doing is my thumb is right in between the pad and the frog right there. First finger is over the pad. These 2 fingers go cover the frog right there, and your pinky should just rest on top right here. And overall your hand should kind of be facing that way, leaning towards the left. One good exercise to practice bow grip is something called windshield wipers. This is basically an exercise. You're just moving your hand back and forth like that, not changing the bow grip, and your bow is going from side to side like a windshield wiper. After that very quick overview on bow grip, let's now grab our violin and see what happens. Now that we have the 2 parts of our instrument, we are now going to try pulling a sound out of the violin. You're going to put your violin underneath your chin like this. Double check your bow grip. I know this is kind of cramming a lot into one video, but just try your best, and this is kind of what it looks like. You're going to want to place your bow on the string near the frog area right here. Make sure you're on this part of the instrument right here, not on the black or not too close near the bridge, right in the middle. And a few quick warm-up exercises before we actually put our bow on the string. We're just gonna do some imaginary bowing like this, just to get that feel of actually bowing. So once we've done a couple of those exercises, we're gonna take our bow hand, place it on the string right by the frog, and we're gonna do one full bow stroke right up to the tip. Great job. We're gonna try that again. Okay, so now that we've done 2 full bow strokes, we're gonna try doing 1 down bow and 1 up bow, back up to the frog. So let's try that. And we're just gonna stick to the A string for now. Do that one more time, 2 bow strokes, 1 to the frog and back. This is also a good warm-up exercise to do at home, just bowing back and forth on any of these open strings. You can do it on the D string, G string, A string, and so on. So we covered basic violin techniques such as how to hold the instrument, good bow grip, and good posture. We also covered some basic violin terminology and bow terminology just to find our way around the instrument. And last, we put our violin and bow technique together and started playing a couple open strings. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope this little lesson helped you learn some basic violin technique, bowing, and setup. Hope to see you guys next time. Bye!